Welcome back to Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid anime review episode number 15. This episode just was. I'll discuss that in a minute. Okay, this episode dives from chapters 46 and 54. No, seriously. That is literally what basically this episode is from. It's, but when I can tell, not that good of an episode. Yes. Well, it's okay. Now, the whole episode, you're probably thinking, okay, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Is Toru in the episode? Yes. Is she the focus of the episode? Shockingly, no. This is the first episode of the season where they don't have that. Not even Lulu. She's in like two segments. 2 out of 3, and the first one she's there for a brief cameo. Second one she's got a few lines, and that's it. Toru is actually, from what I can tell, she's actually in all 3 segments. Kobayashi is in 3 segments too, but in the case of the second one, she's there for like one brief scene, and that's it. Yep. First one is focused on Sota and Lukua. There is a slight change here because in the manga you see Lukua's full naked body. In the anime, she's covered up by a blanket. Yep. And of course, So doesn't like the fact she's very attached to him. Of course, she tries many different ways to try to just not be so close to him. That's what he tries mostly. First he asks Toru how. Well, he basically has tried various ways, like to wear like a shirt, to wear clothing. You actually see her, like in the manga. You actually see when she takes off her shirt, she looks like she's got. You see her shorts. In the anime, they don't see. You don't see that. All you see is basically take off her shirt, and she basically is very comfortable being naked. Oh, and by the way, Soto is blushing at seeing Lukua naked. Yeah, seriously. Why not? Lukua is a hot woman, so what do you expect? So, and of course she says, "Please put on some clothes," and gives her a T-shirt, and it doesn't exactly fit because she's got big breasts. Like she's got her breasts about the same size as Lulu's. So then, of course, basically, then he just wonders like, what's the weakness? And then just by sheer coincidence, he runs to Toru, and they basically ask like, what's the weakness? And oh yeah, I think it's alcohol. Not really, no. And then all of a sudden, there's Lukua. Just happened to show up at Toru's place. Why the heck she has had to come there for? Who knows? I mean, I know she and Toru are old friends, but it seems as though she just was a complete random. Like she was there for like no reason. In case you're wondering, though, it was changed manga. No, it's like this too. And then of course, basically like her weakness is basically is losing her home because she had that one step before, and she does not want to happen again. So there's that, and they actually included the little funny little segment from the end of the chapter, from like the one that's like one panel. They included at the end of this here. The same thing with next one too. Next one is simply focused on Fafnir and his roommate, who is Tokia. Yeah, they actually focus on it. Um, yeah, they focus on basically trying to just give him out his apartment because his parents come by to visit. And of course, he basically won't move. So he contacts, Kobayashi and ends up getting Toru. Now, I like the fact in the sub first to her is Toru-chan. I thought that was so adorable, the fact he referred to her as that. I mean, why not? She's clearly younger than he is, so he has every right to call her that. So, try to do it by force, doesn't exactly work. Then he tried to contact Lukua's number, but she hung up. And he figures, okay, I don't have Lukua's information. Wait, I can contact Sota. They live together. And, well, it turns out Lukua was traveling abroad for a bit. So, trying to help with Fafnir, a little ball. And it's like, okay, you teach me to be a cool adult. And he's like, I'll see what I can do. And he tries it, and it doesn't work. It's like, really? Can I use this ball to make me your servant or whatever? And yeah, the thing ends basically with a very weird thing of like, oh yeah, Toya's trying to teach him how to teach Toya how to be a cool doll by pulling out his weird glasses. Now those two segments are pulled directly from the manga. Third segment is complete anime original. Excuse me, where it focuses on Kana and Sakawa, where it trying to look for a particular monster at the place where the rivers meet, and well, they decided to go look for it. No problem. And of course, well, we see Lulu and Toru preparing like meals for him. Kana gets a little pat in the head from Kobayashi, and she goes out with Sakawa, and of course Sakawa's like so happy to get alone together with Kana that's not at basically Kana's place or at school, just basically by themselves. And they walk for quite a while. They have lunch. She, of course, has a usual gag of basically, she's like so happy whenever Kana ever touches her. Yep, and then they find the monster they were looking for before they reach the place of rivers. And it's Enda in her dragon form, which in the anime, aside from flashback, this actually is the first time she's ever appeared in this thing in present day. She actually did make appearances in chapter 59 in the manga. So she tells like, Lady Edna, your perception filter is off. And she's like, oh, no problem. And of course, and they finally reach the place where the rivers meet. And they mentioned that the river was rearranged to avoid flooding and allow people to go rice, which, okay, this was quite interesting. The segment was actually pretty good. And of course, the thing ends basically like saying they found the dragon, but they had no proof of it. And oh, that is CG. That's going to be pretty much the episode. Of the 3 segments here, the first one was okay. It's quite interesting. Second one is complete pointless. I didn't really care for it at all. Now, the last one I thought was really nice, and it's typical kind of stuff. I kind of figured though based on who the characters that focus in this episode, I kind of figured the first one's from the Liqua manga, the second one from the Fafnir one, and the third one from the Kana manga. Nope, just from the main series, which I thought was kind of weird. Yep. But yeah, not much else to say about it. It's just an okay episode. Though I am looking forward to watching it next week. Now, thing is, we are only just 7 episodes into the season. I think so, right? No, it's only 6. Yeah, 6. You're thinking, really? Yeah, seriously. It's only 6 episodes in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only like 6 episodes in so far. And based on what they adapted for this episode, like, I mean, they adapted pretty much 46 and 54. Like, I think like the first they've gotten to like chapter 60, but apparently from the preview it's like going from 61 possibly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but who knows what else they're going to adapt for next week. But yeah, 46, that's quite something. Let's see. I think they did that 45, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they did for 45. Let's see. I think they did adapt also like 41, 42. Let's see. There's 40. 43, 44, 45, 46. 48. So almost the first 48 chapters. Mm-hmm. I think like so far the only chapters that have been adapted from this bunch has been just chapters 41 to 42. Yeah, 40 and 42 the only ones not adapted. If they can adapt those plus 49, that means they will pretty much cover the first 60 chapters of manga. Yep. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my review for Drugstore in the World. Okay? See you next video.